Good morning. There are problems that give rise to more problems. Suffering, born of causes. And yet, we are not to despair in endless loops. The fire itself reveals the path, if we step into it skillfully, like bodhisattvas. The world is on fire, said the Buddha. The Buddha walks into it, through it, beyond it, and back again, teaching us to see, to endure, to act. Good morning. How to connect with the frequency of the universe? Do good karma, not bad karma. But how do you do that? You gotta look deeply into the world, because good and bad aren't easy to identify when things get complicated. So how to connect with the universe? Practice mindfulness and concentration, which will solidify sila, or ethical discipline, as it produces insight, or understanding, of both the world and the world-transcending system of view and method called Buddhism. Buddhism comes in many flavors for the sake of many beings, and in all these stories and in all the words and images I share, I'm always talking about how to harmonize with the flow of reality. But I don't always say that. But that is one way we could think of it. Another teacher, ancient teacher from Japan, Kukai, taught like this. He taught how really it's about integrating and understanding interbeing, like our own stream of thinking, speaking, and doing can be harmonized with the stream of Dharmakaya Tathagata, Mahavairochana. So that's another way some Buddhists have spoken of the path. They talk about the three mysteries. Those are the three streams of karma that we seek to harmonize or align with the flow of worldly karma, like other beings in our present context. There's a way to live where you are connected to the universe frequency all the time. With mindfulness and concentration, you know what's happening, and you watch it flow. Mindfulness becomes memory, so that over time, living with awareness, living with the lights on, your karma is going to be less harmful and more helpful. As you realize your own true benefit, is wrapped up with the benefit of all other beings, and vice versa, you're going to act with more care, caring to do good, not bad. But with wisdom, you will know good and bad are not so rigid, not so linear as we in the West have asserted. But still, to totally abandon good and bad, it's not going to be helpful. So we got to look into the realities and clarify the nuanced situation. And then I write words around it to clarify it. And thank you for asking a question. It helps me to know what words might be good to connect. And now I'll go back to reading. The world is on fire. The Buddha walks into it, through it, beyond it, and back again, teaching us to see, to endure, to act like that, like a Buddha. And that effort to do that is the Bodhisattva path, which is the path to Buddhahood, the perfect harmonization of that personal stream of those three mysteries of the karma flowing as thinking, speaking, and physical bodily action. We can align it so our action has turned around. The Bodhisattva turns around. And there's an old fancy word for that, parivriti.